Well, I've got something new here. This is Redfield's Accelerator. This is their new red dot. It's one of your smaller red dots. And this is the way that it comes. Got your operator's manual, your warranty information, and one of the things I noticed right off the bat that I do like about the way this is set up is that, of course, like some of the other ones, it comes with a little cover. That's great, whatever. Comes with your sight. Comes with a Picatinny rail adapter, and this thing is it's a pretty beefy rail adapter. This thing is, let's see here, get us focused in on it here in a second. Still dealing with these damn webcams instead of a good camera. So anyways, there we go. As you guys can see, I've upped the light in here, and I'm trying to do something with the microphones to get the best out of what I have to work with right now. But that's the Picatinny rail adapter, and it is pretty beefy. It's got dowels in it. I mean, it's a chunk of aluminum. It's nice. So you've got that. Then there is this base adapter here, and let me get it focus in properly for us here. On this base adapter, it's set up to where you see this is plastic, it's polymer, and it's got the 4 dowels sticking up there. And I guess the idea behind this is to use if you're going to mount it onto a pistol slide. Take this Taurus slide here. So the idea was to be able to put this on there. We'll use the front just as an example. Obviously we'd probably put it back there. But the dowels correspond with the bottom, and it's supposed to give you a place to set that. I don't like this. I'm going to use this to locate my dowels as I machine the slides for this. But it's there. Comes with wrenches, comes with some different hardware, and the one thing that I'm not sure about, part of what this was supposed to have with it was it was supposed, well, I don't know if I'm not sure if it was supposed to be with it or not. But you see in this manual right here, see this little dovetailed section right there? It was supposed to possibly have, or there's a little slot that can go into the dovetail that allows you to put screws down through it and hold it on. I don't know if they actually were including that with the kit, or if you had to purchase them separate per gun, because different guns have different dovetails. But either way, regardless of that, that's really a non-factor, because if you're going to put a red dot on your gun, you should have it machined in there properly instead of just using adapters. So with that being said, this polymer piece will end up becoming a dowel pin locator for me whenever I machine the slide. What I'm probably going to do is take this is an extra Taurus slide. I'm going to take this and I'm going to machine it to accept this sight. Go ahead and machine in and put suppressor sights on it. I'll probably do lightning cuts on this, and then I'll Cerakote this, and I'll offer this slide with the barrel for sale. And I'll take, if you've got an 845, a Taurus 845, and you're interested in it, you give me your slide and your barrel as a core charge, and I'll give you a finished one. I can provide the sight with it or not, and I'm probably going to start doing that with a bunch of different guns. And so let me know what you guys think about that. If you think that's a good idea or not. But this Redfield, this Accelerator, is going to go on my M&P. I'm going to go ahead and machine it out for suppressor sights, for taller sights, and put the red dot sight back here. I thought about, it makes sense to put your red dot sight up front because it gets your weight out front, helps combat muzzle flip, a little bit farther away, easier to spot the dot, spot the dot. But the big problem with doing that is holster. How you gonna run it in your holster? You could run it in a speed holster, like a competition rig, where all this was open, but that's not real practical if you're trying to conceal carry, because it needs to be inside the waistband. Proper concealed carry, pretty much inside the waistband only. I mean, really, when it comes right down to it. Now I know I've carried outside the waistband with a shirt over it, and it was concealed, but if you want to get down to brass tacks and you want to be really concealed, it's got to be inside the waistband. So to do that, you really you can't really mount them forward and have it be effective on your draw, in and out of the holster. Out, the most important part probably, but in would be really hard to do. Which isn't as important, but it's a factor. It's something you got to think about. So we'll go back with the traditional setup and put our suppressor sights on it. And this will probably be the first gun that I machine with the new equipment. And that's why I got this Redfield. This is my sight of choice. I looked at a bunch of different sights, and I chose this one over everything out there. I've run Trijicons, I've run Leupold, which this is basically, Redfield is owned by Leupold. This sight has the most going for it. You got the Burris Fastfire 2 and 3. The Fastfire 3 took care of a lot of issues with the Fastfire 2. One of the biggest thing is having this top mount battery on it. It's a big thing, because whenever you've got this thing on fixed on some of your guns, like with the M&P, it's not real easy to just take it on and off, because you've got parts in there that rely on this to stay there. You've got to worry about zero and everything. So when you want to change your battery, which on the Fastfire 2, you either left it on all the time or you didn't have a viable carry setup, because you're not going to tell the bad guy, hey, hold on while I turn my sight on. You're not going to do that. So you ended up having to just leave the sight on, which ran the battery down quicker. So on the Fastfire 3, they took care of that. This Redfield Accelerator, I believe that they're really on to something. It is small, as you can see. It's very thin. Keeps your dot very close to the bore. And we can go ahead and set that on there. And this is actually going to sit down just a little bit farther once it's machined in. So I really, really like what Redfield's got going here. They have it set up to where you've got 4 brightness settings on the dot, and then it also has a window. It's got an eye, so you can set it up to where it'll automatically go. Actually, I've not even read that yet. I'm talking out of my ass. I know that it's got 4 settings as far as brightness settings, but it also, I can see it has an eye on it. So let's cue the Jeopardy music pretty much here, and let me look here real quick, and we'll see. It's got locks on the adjustment. I'm just going to read for you here. It does have a low battery indicator. It's a light on the side here, which is nice. And let's see. 4 illumination settings. And it's got 80 MOA adjustment, windage, and elevation. 40 MOA per revolution of your adjustment detent. It's a 6 MOA dot, which it could be smaller, but 6 MOA is fine. You're running 2032 lithium battery, one of your button batteries, and it is 1 ounce even with the battery installed, so it's pretty lightweight also. I'm looking here to see what it says about the intelligent brightness control. I'm not seeing anything about it. I do like that it has locks for the adjustments, so once you've adjusted it, you can lock it down. That's important. Power on and off. The accelerator is equipped with 4 illumination settings: auto, high, medium, and low. So there we go. To activate, to activate the accelerator, press the power button repeatedly. It'll cycle through. So you can turn it off. You hold it for 5 seconds. All that to tell you, hey, it's got 4 settings, and it does have an automatic control. And something that needs to be paid attention to on units like this, where you have your automatic eye in the front here. I've seen a number of these where they were installed and they were machined down into the slide, or they were recessed, but at the front where they recessed it down, this window, the little window that you see right there, that window was covered up. And whenever you do that, you lose, maybe it's not completely covered, so maybe you don't lose all of your automatic function, but you lose a lot of its ability that way. So whenever I machine them, I put a recess in here, and that allows your little eye to get all the light it needs. So we're going to be doing that coming up here, and anybody that's interested in having stuff like that done, or you happen to have a Taurus 8 Series 845 and are interested in talking to me about sending me your core, and I'll send you this one out, let me know. Another thing is, this is carbon fiber tube. This is the beginnings of our handguards, and we can cut to order. You let us know what you want, what you need, and we'll set you up. Is it cheap? No, it's not cheap. We've got different types of carbon fiber tube that we can go with. Probably next week I'll have a new type of carbon fiber tube to show you. It's unlike anything you've probably seen out there, and so we're trying to do things that are different and functional, and I need you guys' support. I need your information and input on the things that I show you, and please help spread the word. Tell people about us, and get some people to give us a little business, give us a try. We will make you happy, and whenever you have done business with us, you'll come back, because we do everything that we can to make you happy. Some people would ask, well, who the hell's we? You're the only person we ever see. I am not schizophrenic. There is more than just me. There are a few people that do very important roles, and but I am the main person that does machine work, that does the gunsmith work, stuff like that. So whenever I say we, it's to make sure to pay homage to those who help. So thanks a lot, guys.